Hello travelers, Boardman21 here, and today we're going to discuss the stash and all of its tabs, the things you can do inside the stash tab. I have been asked many questions about how I organize things, how I'm able to find things, and many people don't know there's actually some ease of access things for your stash tab. Things such as you are able to search all of your tabs at the exact same time. You are able to move stash tabs from one category to another if you accidentally put something in the wrong one. And you can move these tabs as a whole. You don't have to move your items around. You can actually move the whole tab from one category to another, and then inside of a category, you can actually change the order of them. You can rename them, recolor them, give them icons. Many people have really misunderstood all of the things that you can do with the stash tab. So today, let's go ahead and dive in on how I organize mine, which can be different for everyone, but how to find things extremely easily and how to move stash tabs around. All right, let's start by covering how you can search your entire stash tab. Now, almost everyone knows about this little search bar at the bottom. And if I were to type in something, let's say something that's in this item tab, such as veil root, you'll notice that all my veil roots get highlighted and I'm able to locate those pretty easily by looking at them. However, it's only showing me what's in this tab. If I want to find veil roots in my entire stash tab, I would be clicking through every single one of these. I would see them highlighted, but I would have to go through every tab in every category that I've ever made in order to find them. That's very time consuming, and so people ask, how can I organize things to be able to find them quickly? Well, the answer is you don't actually have to go through and move every item and put them all into, categorized things. I just like to throw most of my junk straight into my stash tabs because I'm just in a hurry or whatever I'm doing at the time. I don't feel like organizing or I don't have OCD, whatever it is. You can actually click this little arrow down with the 3 menu button here. When you click that, you have this search stash tabs at the top. This searches all of your stash tabs and will have only the ones that include said searched item in it. So if I type veil root here, I will see all of my veil roots and all of the stash tabs that they're in. You will see that I have them in just these stash tabs. Here I have one, here I have one, actually I have 3. I have them in my unique chest, which we were just looking at. I have one here, I have one in stash 80, and I have one here and here as well. I just found every single one of them that I could have ever had in my whole stash tab. It finds them all for you and it locates all of the stash tabs that have them. So if you don't feel like organizing all of your stash tabs to make them easily to look at, you can search this way. Now, another thing that a lot of people might get confused about is the fact that you can actually move around your stash tabs to different categories. Let's say here, if you look at mine, I've made a category called idols, and I have all these different idol ones. I've got my primalist idols. You can go through, I have my rogue idols. I have them all separated out. And then down here at the bottom, I have another category called uniques. However, you'll see that I actually have a tab here that's called unique chest that's accidentally in the wrong category. That does not mean that I need to delete this or rename it or move everything that's in it to a new tab down here. I can actually move this whole tab. So here you can see I have all my unique chest pieces that I've collected with some keys and some other things. It's not purely organized. I can actually right click on this, or you can hit the configure tab down here. And what this does is this takes you to where you can name it, give it an icon, change its color. But right here you have a select category. And I'm going to go ahead and move it. Instead of being in idols, I want it back in the uniques. And when I click confirm, it'll actually remove it there and put it back here in the correct or my correct category that I've wanted to place it in. The other thing that you can do when it comes to moving them is you can actually drag these. So say that you want to put all of the chests and all of your two-handers together. Like if you look right here, I have a unique boots right in the middle of my two-handers. I can actually go over to my unique boots and I don't want it there anymore. I can drag it over and it'll actually move it. And now you can see that my unique boots has moved. Now, I do wish that they would let you do this on this, where I could actually click this and drag it, but unfortunately, it's just a click and drag. It's not a actual ability to move stash tabs around here. That would make it really, really easy, because moving it up here can sometimes be kind of clunky and kind of miss them, and when you go side to side, sometimes it skips one that you're trying to get to. However, using these two things, you can usually find anything that you need in your stash tab, and you can also organize things in a way or reorganize things that you might have messed up on into any way that you want. And lastly, just to answer a question that a lot of you have asked, and that's how do I organize my stash tabs? Well, you can really organize it any way that you want. For me, I don't really have a overall way that I do it. I just, when I get bored, kind of organize it a little bit, and that's because I can search the whole thing. If I'm looking for something, I can just go in the search tab and find whatever it is that I'm looking for. But overall, the main way that I have tried to organize it is by breaking down all of the idols by class into different categories so that they're all in one spot, although the search function kind of just bypasses this because you can find them anywhere. And I also do the same thing for uniques, and then of course I have all of my exalted gear in one spot as well, which should come hopefully in use in patch 8.4 when we use exalteds a bit more, at least the ones that we didn't want or haven't found a use for yet. We're hoping that they tie into legendary somehow and we find more uses for them. But that is my stash tab, that's how I work it, that's how you can search it, and that is how you can reorganize it. If you didn't know that the entire stash tab was searchable through all of its tabs, I hope this video really helped you out. As always, stay safe and have a good day.